People are social creatures. We live and love together. We celebrate and mourn together. We gather. With the advent of online communities, increasingly, such gatherings have moved online as well. We use photos, videos, blogs, emails, texts, social media, cloud storage, and more to share, store, and document our lives. But what happens to such documentation when a life ends? The amount of personal content stored on computers and networked systems is staggering. This content helps users maintain meaningful connections with family, friends, and colleagues. So how does the value of tweets and emails and photos change when a user dies and can no longer maintain such connections? Do they retain value? If so, to whom? These questions and more come up when we look at the concept of digital inheritance. What happens to the data we leave behind? We're familiar with the traditional forms of inheritance, that the physical property of a deceased person, their estate, is dispersed among inheritors according to the wishes of the deceased. But is data stored online considered property? Whose property? The question is more complicated than one might initially think. While there are laws in place to protect the ownership and transfer of physical property, such rights do not apply to digital assets. Users may own the digital property stored in their online accounts, but the service providers own the space where those digital goods live, and users must agree to the terms of service that govern how that space is utilized. Unfortunately, there is no uniformity among such terms of service. In many cases, rights associated with digital property expire upon death. Additionally, the providers often fail to specify for the removal, alteration, or transfer of an account upon the death of the user. This lack of uniformity can create obstacles for families already burdened by the grief of a loved one's passing. Heirs face the task of requesting access to password-protected accounts, providing documentation such as death certificates and proof of connection to the deceased, and they may still be denied access on the basis of a service provider's privacy policies. This may in turn require the intervention of the courts to gain access. The issue of a decedent's privacy also warrants a closer look. It is entirely conceivable that there could be aspects of a user's life that they never intended to share with the family and friends left behind, and are meant to be private in perpetuity. Additionally, there is a question as to how the digital assets of a user may be used by others upon the user's passing. While often kept for purposes of private remembrance, the dissemination of such information may purposefully or inadvertently change the nature of the identity or persona projected publicly while the user was alive. We're dealing with not just a legacy of data, but a legacy of identity. How do we begin to address such an issue? In 2009, Michael Massimi and Andrea Charisse introduced the concept of thanatosensitivity. The word thanatos is taken from an ancient Greek mythological figure of death and mortality. Thanatosensitive design calls for the restructuring of current technologies to effectively acknowledge or engage with the inevitable death of the user. It addresses not only the content left behind, but also the unique digital thumbprint or identity of the user, the presence that remains online after their passing. A thanatosensitive system is one that recognizes the value of online content to a living user and the changing value of that content to their heirs. It respects the wishes and intentions of the user and communicates those intentions to their heirs. It allows a user to influence and shape the digital legacy that they leave behind online. Being a relatively new concept, much research is still to be done on how best to implement such design in existing online environments. Moving forward, it is clear that a key support of such a system will be legislation that standardizes the proprietary rights of inheritors of digital assets. In the meantime, estate planners are becoming increasingly aware of the needs to handle digital assets and can offer practical advice about access to and distribution of digital assets following death. Life may be fleeting, but a digital legacy doesn't have to be.